It then like you hear something hum, and it seems like there might be a little like speaker or something in one of the mechanical pieces, and you hear it just say "sculpt the canvas," and it just punches the paper.
Oh, and you learn something else. Well, you learn some, you learn some more.
I rub my chin and just like slowly nod. I'm like, beautiful.
And just as gently as it asked for it, it just as gently returns the pencil.
I'm just kind of like blinks and then takes it slowly. Like, what have we created?
So Raz, I cross my arms. I'm like, so Raz, how we're doing on the desk? We probably got like 15 out of 10.
You see that they have a very exasperated look on his face, but he just says, oddly, miraculously, these antiques are somehow actually chipping up in boxes.
Oh, wait until you get to my test. Come, I must teach you. I must teach you.
Looks around. What is the sharpest thing that I can find?
Roll for it. So, do you have any like attributes about you or something?
I have one for expert marksman.
Yeah, you can find things that are vaguely sharp-edged, maybe.
15. It's only 15.
I mean, might have like the like what's it called? The like palette
Palette knife?
yes, the palette knife. I was like, I kept wanting to say paddle. I was like, it's not a paddle. Palette.
Painting paddle. Paddle your paint in a big.
And yeah, and I see you just like kind of like walking around and digging around and looking for something sharp. It's like I can even sharpen some rocks for you. It's like it's no big deal.
Get a sharp rock for him, because he's going to need one. I'll borrow your palette knife if you don't mind.
She's just like, okay. And she hands it over.
Alright, use my geomancy to sharpen a rock.
Alright, go for it.
That's a beat.
Nice.
So what I'm doing is I like grab a rock and I'm just like trying to squeeze it in between my fingers to try to make it like into a point, but it's just like not working how I want it to.
Are you actually using the geomancy magic attribute to do this? Or are you saying it's geomancy but you're using the brute strength?
It's the latter.
Okay, because if it was actual magic, there would be a wild magic roll. But you are just brute strength. Okay,
Yeah.
so you put it splinters, and so while in the break, there are a couple sharp parts that fall off, but they're much smaller than the actual rock. It's a little sharp pebble, maybe.
No, I guess I don't know my own strength.
Oh, it'll be fine. What really matters is the destination.
And just sort of this little evil gleam in his eye, just like, "Nyeh," and then sort of like looking around at all the trees.
You see that knothole over there?
He hurls the palette knife as fast as possible, and I got a 19 total.
Oh boy.
So you successfully throw it. Are you trying to get it into the hole?
Yes, I'm trying to get it to pierce the knothole in one of the trees.
You succeed.
Yes. Look at something, focus on it, and then let her in.
You did that with an unbalanced
you, like,
mind.
Hand-eye coordination, I've heard.
You see it like lift its hand up with the little rock, and again that speaker just in a very automatic voice just says focusing on something, and it looks at like another tree. Let it rip, and it throws the rock and immediately fires an electric bolt at it, and the rock breaks and the lightning bolt hits the tree.
Squealing in delight, clapping, happier than ever.
Ah, another one! Get another one! Give him another rock.
And just hiding behind her like drawing pad. Maybe we don't do that again.
Oh, it'll be great.
That's some hot stuff.
Yeah, she goes in. She just kind of like steps behind Tor.
No, it's fine.
Good now.
It's just fine. And just sort of brushes a hand at the tree to set an illusion so that it looks nicer. Rolls a 9. It looks probably worse.
It looks like a completely fine tree, but there's smoke coming out of it for some reason.
Yeah, see, it's fine. Do another one. You're doing great.
Can I use hydromancy to like make a little rain cloud to put the smoke out or
Yeah.
something? Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
I'll try to do that.
Please fix the damage I've done.
Yeah, I feel like that's something Em would do all the time. Oh, I did terrible. I rolled a 3. I got a 2 and a 1.
Wow.
You're probably too nervous. Nervous.
Nervous, yeah. It's just it's like a little like squirt gun spray comes out.
It'll take a while, but the job will get done.
Okay, yeah, she's just constantly like, I can do this, I swear.
In a way that seems patronizing, but you understand he's being sincere. He's like,
You're doing great.
it
Yeah.
sounds patronizing, but
Thank you, Mom.
I look at the perfectly fine tree that's just like letting out like a huge stack of smoke, and I'm like, oh, it looks good.
Frazz just goes, "Stay with it." Okay. Again, oddly, this is working out great.
Now we can teach you to fly.
Excuse me.
Yes, come with me.
fly, like touches hands to the machine's hands, like the claws, and just like, oh, yes, come this way. And yep, I'm gonna use wind magic for this. Try and just get a little boost.
Now it's like training wheels. All we really need to do is push you, and then eventually, when we let go, the bike will ride itself, or you will ride on the bike. And it is 16 total.
Okay.
With a 16, you do boost it up into the air, and it does maintain flight for a bit, and then it just like looks at you all again, and then it seems to like immediately scribble onto the notepad, and it just says, "How do I stay up?"
Oh no.
It's like, go in.
Sensei thinks about it.
Oh,
Don't look at me and feel our magic.
Shoot at the ground. No, so, is there a roll I need to make to help him stay afloat?
Every now and then, just maybe keep rolling your magic, because it does not. It only has the magics that are inside of its body at the moment, because
It only
it has lightning and ice. It's got two things.
Malo learns from mistake. Usually it's just like, oh, yeah, the breaking thing. We're not allowed to do that. Ooh.
You're right.
Well, luckily we got a 20 total.
You like it starts to fall for like the next little bit. Every time like the wind stops and it seems to just descend, you're able to get back up in the air. And
wanna try ice?
I as I see like the descending, I'm like, hold on. This can go. You know, put you at a rock in a hard place. Let me see if I can soften the blow. So what I want to try to do is, if there is like ground or like some sort of dirt underneath it, or
oh yeah,
Can
for
I-
sure. You guys are in like a courtyard, like park area, so you guys are good. There's definitely dirt.
can I use geomancy to like soften the dirt to be like kind of like the consistency of like sand or something, to just to give them like something soft to land in?
Yeah, you could definitely go for that. I like that a lot.
See how it goes.
Slightly regretting bringing the thing so far up, because now I have to make sure it don't break.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me it couldn't fly.
Like their ass.
Um's
I
just
rolled a 23.
Oh, nice.
Rolled it in D&D world, a natural 20.
Nice. Perfect. You succeed with flying colors. It is exactly the way you'd imagined it in your mind when you set out to accomplish this plan.
Woo.
You see, Tor is actually shocked. He's like, "No, I actually did it. I actually did it."
Wow, that was really good.
Yeah, because my friends would know this, because like every time that I do geomancy, it's usually me just throwing my body around.
Picking up
like-
rocks,
This much
being
is
real strong about it.
true.
Yeah, it's geomancy.
Mm-hmm. Was just, she sees him floating, and then she takes out her sketch pad and starts just absent-mindedly like drawing out like different ways he could fly. Like, maybe if we gave him wings or a propeller. This-
Yeah, make wings, maybe out of lightning or ice or both.
I mean, he could. He can't.
No, that's
I mean, he has enough energy to propel himself
that's
upward. We just
ridiculous.
have
You
to
want
think
give
of a
him
way to
wings,
do
you
it.
gotta give him something sturdy, something like rocks, or
Yeah, 'cause rocks
or
work.
even crystal. That'll it'll last a while.
Another man trying to keep this poor thing above, like,
Yep.
falling to death. That is a 6 plus 7, that is 13. I got 13.
So, roll a d20.
Yeah?
Woo! Wild magic moment.
That is a 19. Looks like a 10 in the shadows.
Ooh, you might have gotten.
I'm excited.
19 and 20 tend to be very fun for people. Although I think if it's more, I think it is. You might want to roll. Let me just check. Let me check. I know my own game. Yes. Very good. Yes, okay. Roll 2 more times, and both wild magic surge effects will happen.
D20?
Yep.
Alright. First roll is 6. Second roll is 20.
So,
Two ends of the spectrum. I wonder.
no, here's the funny thing. 19 and 20 is the rolling 2 more times for the effect. So
I
you
get
roll,
more things.
you get 2 more.
Yeah!
Oh no!
Oh no, I rolled another 20!
Oh no! What is gonna
So
happen?
much is gonna happen.
Stop!
Alright, like 3 more rolls, I think. That is a
That's just fun.
17.
So we have So we have 6, 17, and 2 more rolls. Oh my
Yep.
god! This might be the world
A
record.
5.
A 5. Okay.
I like this dice. Oh, I'm blessedly a 14. I was like, is that
Okay,
another
great.
19?
Very. If it was another 19, I think you might have just broken the record for
Hey.
most wild magic surges from a single spell.
He's a very wild boy, so a lot of things can come out of him.
Yeah.
Whether he wants to
It's very
like to or not.
appropriate.
Okay, so here's the stack of things that happen to you at about the exact same time. So going from the lowest number first, from 6, pick an inanimate object.
A leaf.
Everyone around you sees Mallow just become a leaf. So that's 6.
That's not good.
5, as immediately as the leaf descends, an incorporeal like facsimile of Mallow appears right where the leaf is. So that one was you become incorporeal. So there's like a hollow like a hologram Mallow right by the leaf. So
That's new.
14, you become very emotive with your hands. For like the next minute, anytime Mallow talks, they have to pantomime with it.
Yay.
Yeah.
And with a 17, Mallow, you are convinced that someone of the actually pick someone in the party. Just pick someone in the room right now.
Let's see. Tor.
You're convinced Tor has just become a bear.
I turned you into a bear! A bear! A bear!
Yes, I know. I know it's a lot to bear right now, and I'm just like eating.
Tor, you look at yourself for a moment, completely yourself, totally normal. But Mallow is a leaf and a ghost at the same time. That's weird. And also, every time Mallow is talking, their heads are moving a lot.
Yeah.
And also, there's just, I think might notice this because they're the most learned of the bunch. There's just a lot of wild magic coming off Mallow right now.
Yeah, there's a lot going on right now.
Okay. Is V okay?
Yes. The 13 was enough that while you didn't keep them up, you eased their descent with the wind, so they kind of very gentle, nice.
And also
Yeah.
a nice sandy landing.
Yes, exactly. It was perfect.
Oh, the situation really just kind of eroded, didn't it?
Ummsula will go to the leaf that is Malu, and just very gently like pick it up. She's like, I don't know how long you're gonna be a leaf. And then she's just gonna like kind of like put him in her notebook and close it. So she's like, very gently, I don't want you to fall apart.
Wait, so V, you said that we see like the wild magic. What is it like? What does it look like?
The best way I've used to describe it before is think multicolored shapes, just floating around, like just the typical chaos swirling,
Just like
multicolored,
colors, just like
crazy, just all over from where Hollow Mallow
We've
is.
unpacked the kaleidoscope.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, you pick up the
Ummsula,
leaf
I don't
and
know.
Mallow, and Mal's like, oh, hey, put that down. And then just like in a book, it's like, oh,
Well, that is helpful. I appreciate that. Now get me out of your book.
I
I
mean,
don't feel like reading right now.
it's a drawing book. Do you want to go in? I know you keep that fairy tale book around. Do you want to go in that
So I
one?
don't know what you're doing.
Can you see? How are you talking? You don't have a mouth.
Mallow's right here, and I like put my hand through ethereal Mallow.
Yeah.
and Mallow just like
they're right here. They're,
trying to like push hand away.
Stop it.
But at least put me in the page that has the clouds that you drew on Tuesday.
The
read
closet.
I just look through your books every so often, apparently.
How did you know I drew that?
Oh, I know many things.
She's gonna like just take the leaf out and put it in the closet page.
The moment you say that, the minute I will say for some of those has passed. So the leaf starts like those same colors start coming, like almost smoking out of Um's book, like it's trying to revert Mallow back.
Oh, she goes and like opens it up. That's a good drawing.
Immediately, Mallow reappears and they're standing on the book.
Okay.
Oh, I like that page.
Gently lifts his little slipper and his little bangles on his ankles just like tinkle. And just like, oh,
And
dust it off.
yeah,
Gives it a kiss and gives it back to you.
at that, Hollow
Thank
Mallow
you.
does the like two-fingered salute and disappears.
Yeah.
And you still are very pantomime though. And also, Bear is slowly
do I?
looking more Tor-shaped.
yeah, I do.
Did not
I'm
appreciate
just
that.
like trying. Yeah, I'm just like. I see you just. I guess ethereal you looking at me like strange, and I'm just like looking at you like strange. I'm like, what is there something on my face? And I like kind of scratch my rear end, and I like reach into my bag, and I'm like, oh look, I found some honey.
Bear?
Just like, And then as incorporeal Malo disappears, or ethereal Malo disappears, living, breathing, pantomiming Malo is just like, all, explain! Explain! I'm sorry I turned you into a bear. But I also don't appreciate this in my face.
I don't know what you're talking about. And you see me, I'm just like, I have this itch on my back, and I'm just like rubbing up against a tree, trying to like get it out, and I'm just like, look, I'm obviously not a bear. I want to steal it just like you.
You have a deep voice, so of course my brain is just like,
Raz just is watching this whole thing and just goes, huh. And just turns. So it's now a good time to tell them that we passed the skills section. I think the tests are about complete. Or do we just let this play out?
She's just like, we should just let it play out, because most of the time when you tell Malu no, he just says the opposite. So we'll probably just be feeding the fire.
doubles down on a bad bet.
Okay. In that case, do you mind if I go get some lunch? I'm probably gonna go get some lunch when this continues. I'll be back, and probably by the time I'm back, this will have resolved itself. Did you want anything?
Oh, yes. And then she like names this obscure, I don't know, I feel like she'd eat salad or something.
Yeah. And there's okay. As they're screaming at each other, Raz just goes, Malo, do you want anything from the cafeteria?
Thank you for watching Dungeon Damsels. This is not the end of the session, so please stay tuned for the next part. We update on Tuesdays and Saturdays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're interested in supporting us more, please push the subscribe button, like, or comment. We also have a Patreon, wink wink nudge nudge, and our show is in podcast form. You can find us on Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Podbean, Spotify, and plenty of other podcast platforms. Thanks, we hope to hear from you soon.